Hi folks, this is Karim Raouf from Active Visualizer channel. We will continue our lab, the Terminator lab. So the video number 24, we have been discussing in the previous video the following. We have been working now for two parts on how to deploy Windows 10 using the latest Microsoft deployment toolkit in conjunction or plus the Windows deployment services. So to make or to automate the deployment of Windows 10, we will use two very famous tools, the Microsoft deployment toolkit and the Windows deployment services. As I said before, there is a very good YouTube channel for a guy named, or the YouTube channel, it's called Daniel Bear Barbarius. This YouTuber or this channel has a very good lab on how we can deploy Windows 10 using the latest MDT and WDS, and it's only 12 videos. They are very short. I have a lab for myself, or I have already created a lab how to use MDT and WS, but this was from 2019 and there was a lot of changes. So Daniel Brother Barbarius has done a very good lab on how to deploy Windows 10 using MDT and WS, and they are very short and they are very organized. So I have taken a part from his lab and I will use it in my lab, and I will add some additional steps to it and some additional information and complete some steps he didn't continue. So please go to his channel, Daniel Bear Barbarius, and subscribe to it and make a like for his MDT lab series. And he has created a folder that contains all of the files and scripts and prerequisites that are needed to create his Windows 10 deployment lab, as I said before, using MDT and WS. So we have been working for two videos on his prerequisites text file. This contains all of the tools that are needed and scripts that are needed to create his MDT lab. One of the things Daniel has said, he has created a folder called Capture. This folder contains a couple of programs that will be installed during the capturing of the master Windows 10 image that will be deployed after that to a large number of PCs. So we have stopped the last time, and CMTrace. So CMTrace, it is a program that it is a part of Microsoft Configuration Manager. This tool is used to view logs concerning the Microsoft Configuration Manager. We will use this tool to view logs for the Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. So during the capturing process or the deploying process using the MDT and the WS, some logs are saved to the deployed machine or the captured machine. So this tool will be our viewer for these logs, because this tool is very specialized in working with log files, and it will help us to monitor any errors during the deployment or capturing process, and it is very easy to understand and very easy to display the logs. So we will use this CMTrace tool to view logs, and actually it will be captured. Okay, so we'll make a Windows 10 image with this tool installed on it. Okay, so we'll capture the Windows 10 with this tool installed on it, as I said before, because in the capturing process or in the deployment process, logs will be added to the deployed machine or will be saved to the deployed machine or captured machine. So we can go to the folder that contains the logs and view it with CMTrace. So let's begin from where we have last stopped. This is the Microsoft Endpoint Manager. So we need to extract. We have already downloaded. It is 1 gigabyte. We will download it and then extract for it the CMTrace and put it in the folder that Daniel has made for it. In this folder, there is a script that will install the CMTrace silently on the captured machine or on the deployed machines. So let's see how this will be done. Here you can see this is the Microsoft Endpoint Manager, which was previously called System Center Configuration Manager. So we can see here that it will take some time to be extracted, and we can work with our AI tools to ask it more questions about what is the Microsoft Configuration Manager. So we can ask it, what is a Microsoft Configuration Manager? It will tell us a brief about Microsoft Configuration Manager. It is basically uh, all in the box, or something like multiple tools in one tool. It is Microsoft Configuration Manager, which is formally called formally Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager System or System Center. So it's called Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager, which was previously called System Center Configuration Manager. Okay, is a system management software product developed by Microsoft for managing large groups of computers, providing remote control, patch management, software distribution, operating system deployments, and hardware and software inventory. So it is all in one tool. You can deploy softwares with it, you can patch softwares with it, you can update operating systems with it. So it is all in one, and it is a hardware and inventory tool. This is widely used in large corporates, okay, to make inventory and very detailed reports about the computer updates and the software updates. Okay, so let's continue. It enables the management, deployment, and security of devices and applications across enterprises. Administrators will commonly use Configuration Manager for endpoint protection, patch management, and software distribution. By the way, it can update Android systems and Mac OS, so it's not only dedicated to Windows operating systems. Okay, so this is one thing. Now we can test uh, the same, or we can ask the same question to uh, other AI tools and see their answer. Okay, so we will ask that to ChatGPT, we'll ask it to Claude Plus. Okay, so we will see uh, every answer for every AI tool. So this is Claude Instant. It says that Microsoft Configuration Manager, formerly called System Center Configuration Manager, is a system management platform for Microsoft. It enables IT administrators to configure and manage enterprise systems, servers, workstations, mobile devices, Android systems, as I have said before, and network resources across their organization. Some of the main features and capabilities: okay, device management, enroll devices into management, applies configurations. Okay, so you can apply configurations to different devices from a centralized location, enforce compliance setting, remotely controls devices, supports managing Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Android. Software deployment allows deploying of software and applications to manage devices. You can, for example, deploy Firefox to large number of PCs using the System Center Configuration Manager, or what is currently called Microsoft Configuration Manager. And a lot of advantages, or a lot of features, okay, concerning this device, or concerning this software: discovery, okay, monitoring, patch management, content management, reporting. So a lot of features that this software provide. Okay, you can monitor through it different devices. You can patch software updates to different devices. Okay, so a lot of things actually we can see here. This is some of the features of the Microsoft Endpoint Manager. Now we will go and extract or get the cmtrace exe file. So we need to go and get it. Okay, we will open MS Setup and get tools, and then this is cmtrace. Okay, this is the program. We will copy it and put it in the folder of cmtrace. So we will put it in capture cmtrace. And by the way, we have said before, the capture folder contains all of the programs. So if you go there, let me show you all what is this one. So the capture in the tools folder, this is the folder that contains the programs that will be installed on our Windows 10 captured image. Okay, so this is one thing. So what we do, we will copy the cmtrace and put it there, and there is a script that will install this cmtrace silently on the captured machine, or on the Windows 10 captured machine. Okay, so this is one thing to take note. So let's go and continue uh, the video. So here this is CM trace. Okay, now we can continue. We need to we will download. So here this is a script. This is script. It will, what we will do, we have two things here. We have a script to install the CM trace and a PowerShell script to make the CM trace the default log program viewer. So the default log viewer for the Windows 10 captured machine or Windows 10 deployed machine. So we have two scripts, one to install the CM trace silently, and the other is to make the CM trace the default log viewer, okay, to the machine that this CM trace is installed on. Okay, so this is basically what this script does, and we can see there is a link describing what exactly this script do. This is a link, okay, you can use it and see what this script will do. Okay, so now what we do will complete. We need to download or continue downloading the softwares that will be deployed, sorry, that will be captured with the Windows 10. So here we will ask what is the latest .NET frame. So this is another thing. Here we need to download NetFrame 6. Here we are asking the AI what is the latest net frame. He will give us an answer that the latest net frame is 4.5, which is actually correct. But what about that there is now the current version is net frame 6? So there is two things here. This is .NET frame. .NET 6, this is a different version, so we need to differentiate between two things. There is something called .NET frame and .NET core frame, okay, or .NET core, okay. So .NET core, the current version is 6. For .NET framework, the current version is 4.3 or 4.5. These two different versions. NetFrame or .NET Frame works with Windows operating systems, and .NET Core it works with different platforms. It can work with Linux, it can work with Android, different things. So we need to download .NET Core. Okay, this is the one, and the latest version is it is a NetFrame or .NET Core 6. Let's see here when we ask the AI, it will tell us some things. Okay, because here I was wondering, because in Daniel text he's saying that we need to download .NET Frame 6, but he was not referring to .NET Framework 6. He was referring to .NET Core 6. This is a different thing. Okay, so here I'm asking him what about .NET Framework 6. Okay, he will give us some description that you need to differentiate. So .NET Framework is a free cross-platform open source developer platform for building many different types of applications. It was released on November 8, 2021. This is not .NET Framework, it is .NET Core. Okay, this is different. Okay, .NET Core, it is a different thing than .NET Framework. So let's say that previously uh, .NET Framework, this was an application dedicated only for Windows. Today we have different thing called .NET. .NET, it is called .NET, but it is known as .NET Core. Okay, so .NET Core, this is now the new type of .NET framework, but it works with different platforms. Okay, so we will see that now. Let me show you all something here. We will ask about what about, or I mean I am a little bit confused, because here is saying that there is .NET Frame 6 and the latest one is .NET Frame 4.3. So we need to ask again the AI. Let's see, here I am trying to communicate with the AI tool and try to get different answers and to accommodate myself with these tools, which is a very good thing you need to do all nowadays to get accommodated with these tools because it will save you a hell of time. Okay, so now what is the latest .NET frame? Here again I'm asking the same question. It will give me the same answer because .NET framework is different than .NET Core. These are two different softwares. Okay, so here I will ask basically the question, what is .NET or what is .NET Core, difference between .NET Core and .NET Framework. Okay, so let's try now to ask. Here I'm asking Cloud Instant. Again, the question, what is the latest .NET Framework? Okay, here I give me a question. Is 4.8 some key points .NET Frame 8? So here I think yes, he's giving the same answer, but this is for .NET Frame and he's giving some advantages or some key features of this .NET Frame. Okay, but here .NET for he is again here is the one that we need to focus on. While .NET Frame 4.8 is the latest version, Microsoft recommends moving forward to .NET Core. So this is the one that Daniel wants us to download, and the latest version of it is .NET Core 6. Okay, so he's saying what are the advantages of working with .NET Core. It can work with across different platforms, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, etc., etc. So why do we need to work with .NET Frame 4.8? So we can basically work with .NET Core directly because it supports also Windows. This supports Windows only, and .NET Core supports Windows and other platforms. So why do you not work with .NET Core directly? Some old Windows operating systems work or need .NET Frame 4.8. So this is the thing we need to focus on. Okay, so here we can see, I will ask also the AI a question. Why don't we work directly with .NET Frame or .NET Core? Here, what is the differences between .NET Frame and .NET Core? Here is giving us some differences. Okay, again, the basic or the most different or the main point that .NET Frame works with Windows, .NET Core works with different platforms, including Windows. Okay, so we can see that the AI is helping us to understand some points during our lab. So here I'm trying to know some points or try to discuss some points. So now what we'll do, we'll go and download .NET Frame 6, .NET Core, okay, 6. Okay, we need to download 3 files or to download 3 things: ASP.NET Core Runtime, .NET Core Desktop or .NET Desktop Runtime, and another one, okay, and .NET Runtime 6.0.15. Okay, we'll download each one Windows 64-bit, and you need to take care that the name of the files are in certain format or in certain typing. Let me show you also. For example, we need to make sure that all of the files or the .NET Core 6 files are with these names because they are downloaded and written in different names. You need to rename them because the script Daniel will do to silently install these files on the captured machine. He give them these names. Okay, they are downloaded with different names. Okay, so you need to rename them so the script will verify these files and see them and install them. Okay, let me show you all what I mean. So now we will go and download the files, okay, and put it in the folder that Daniel have already set for us. So here we can see when we save it, we can see it is named differently. Okay, it is named in a different name, so we need to rename it. Anyway, no, I think it is the same, but you need to take care. I will show you. Now we are downloading the files and then save it. Okay, go to .NET Frame, okay, and save it. Okay, and the last one, okay, 64-bit, we need to download all of the .NET Frame or .NET Core 6 for 64-bit. Okay, so we will save it and we'll put it in the capture folder. Okay, so we will save it. So Daniel is installing .NET Frame or .NET Core 6 files or software because the Windows or some software on Windows need this .NET 6. Okay, so we can see this is the difference between .NET Framework and .NET Core. So another logical question, why don't we work with .NET Core directly? Why we still need .NET Framework? Okay, which is better? Okay, .NET Core or .NET Framework or .NET Core? Okay, we will see the answer again. The good thing about AI that you can ask and get an answer and then modify your question to get a different answer or to continue getting different answers as long as you tweak your query. Okay, so we can see here that what he's saying here, it depends on your needs and priorities. If you need to develop cross-platform applications that run on multiple platforms, .NET Core is the better choice. If performance is a priority, .NET Core is faster and more efficient than .NET Framework. .NET Core is more flexible and more open source compared to .NET Framework, making it easier to develop and deploy applications. However, existing applications are always safe to remain on the .NET Framework. So you have older applications that need .NET Framework, you leave them as it is. Newer applications can work with .NET Core software, okay, or application. Okay, so this is the answer. If you have old applications that need .NET Framework, then leave them for working with .NET Framework. If you have newer applications, then it is possibly that they can work with .NET Core. Okay, so this is the thing we need to focus on. Okay, so I need to show you all something here. If you go to the folder that contains the .NET Frame, after downloading them, if you go to the install, this is the script that will install the files. You need to make sure that the name of the files are the same as in the script. Okay, so this is one thing to take note. Okay, now let's continue with the remaining. We need to download the other files. So we can see that the AI tools are very efficient for understanding and trying to learn more things. Okay, so I think after that we need to download the age, so we will continue working or downloading the softwares or applications that will be installed during the capture process. Okay, so let's see. So I think I will type another question. Why do we need to install .NET? So this is a question. Why do we need to install .NET Framework or .NET Core? What is the need for that? Okay, so this is another question. So we know the difference between .NET Core and .NET Framework, and we need to install them. Why we do need to install them? Here we will give us some answer. .NET Framework or .NET Core is used to run applications and programs developed on it. So there is some software that is accompanied with Windows operating system that are developed or written in .NET Framework. It is not installed. Applications may throw errors when you launch them. So this is critical because there is some softwares that are written in .NET Frame. So they need to be installed, or the software not be installed, so these applications can run on Windows. So he's saying here, let's see the answer in full. If you go a little bit further, he's saying that .NET Framework is a software developed platform used for creating and running Windows applications. You need to install .NET Frame to run applications and programs developed on it. If it's not installed, applications may throw errors when you launch them. The framework consists of features like advanced computation and caching strategies, productivity, security, integration, development, XML support. Okay, this is all of the advantages of the .NET Framework. After installing the .NET Framework, a software environment is created and it provides your downloaded software with an adequate runtime for working. So this is basically an environment that uh, not, dot, not .NET Framework provide for some Windows application to work efficiently. Okay, so this is another question. Why do we need to install .NET Framework or .NET Core? If we ask other AI tools, we can get also other answers. So this is a good thing to ask and know why and where and what we are doing. Okay, so we need to go and ask the same question to Claude, okay, instant, and let's see here what we ask or what he will give us. So there is a few reasons important to run .NET applications. So not .NET Frame, you need to install it so .NET applications will run, okay, and other things. This is the main uh, reason why we need to install .NET Framework, okay, to work or for .NET applications or .NET Framework applications to work, okay. Okay, this is some things. Actually, it's not a good answer, or I can see it is not the answer I need. So let's ask ChatGPT. Is a software development framework developed for Microsoft that provides consistent programming model for building applications. The framework includes a large number of classes and functions. Anyway, there are several reasons why .NET Frame is important and is required for many applications. Compatibility, improved performance, enhanced security, cross-platform compatibility. Anyway, he didn't give us a straight answer why do we need to install .NET Framework. So he can give us in summary. .NET Framework is a critical component for many applications, providing a consistent programming model. This is the answer we need. Improved performance, enhanced security, and cross-platform compatibility. It is important to keep the framework up to date to ensure that applications run smoothly and remain secure. So this is another answer that help us to know why we need to install .NET Framework or .NET Core on our Windows operating systems. So let's continue and download the rest of the programs. We have .NET Frame. As I said before, if you go to the script that will install .NET Frame or .NET Core, these are it. So let's go now and install or download the Edge browser. By the way, it is already installed by default on Windows operating system, but he is downloading the latest version, so the Windows captured image contains the latest Edge version. Okay, so now we can see we can download the 64-bit version for this browser and accept and save it to the Edge folder. Okay, so let's continue and go to the Edge and then save it. And there is also a script that will install this Edge silently without any interfere or without any input from the user. So now we have downloaded the Edge. Okay, and now Daniel has already give us a program, or he will install, or he will inject, or he will edit a registry key in the Windows. Okay, this registry key is called image state reg. So this registry key will be inserted in the Windows operating system. What is the function of this registry key? I will show you in a moment, but let's wait, or let me show you what is it. So let's go and first of all see its location. If you go there to capture and image state, this is the registry key that need to be installed. And why this registry key should be installed, let's first see This is the script that will inject or will import this registry key to the Windows operating system. Why do we need, or what is the function of this registry key? Let me show you all what it is. So if you go there and open D, and then we will open our MDT lab, and then we'll open prerequisites, and then we will open go to tools, and then go to capture, and then image state. I have already done this with Google Bard, so let me show you all what was the result. What I did, I have gone to Google Bard, and then I have opened this registry key and asked Google Bard what this registry key does exactly. So if we go and see, let me show you the answer of Google Bard. If you go to Google Bard and show you, I have answered it or asked it before. So let's see, where is this? So this is it. What does this registry key do? So if I go further, it is saying that the registry key you have provided tells Windows that the image is generalized. So this is done, or this key will be inserted after making sysprep to the Windows captured image. Okay, so this key tells Windows that the image is generalized and can be resealed to the out of the box or OABBE. So this tells the Windows that the captured image is generalized and the out-of-the-box experience can be initialized, okay, during the deployment of this captured image. This means that the image can be used to install a new copy of Windows or reset a computer to its factory setting. Okay, so this is a little bit of explanation. Okay, so if we go further and see, here he is saying in details what this registry key is, and I tell him to explain it in simple terms. Here is saying that the key you have provided tells Windows that the image is ready to be used to install a new copy of Windows or to reset a computer to its factory setting. Okay, so that means that the captured image is ready to be deployed. Okay, the image has been generalized, which means that it has been stripped of any personal or unique information. This makes it possible to deploy the image to any computer without having to worry about conflicts with existing hardware or software. This is a very good explanation. And at the end, he's saying that in simple terms, the registry key I have provided tells Windows that the image is ready to be used to be quickly and easily set up a new computer or to reset a computer to its factory setting. Okay, so this is basically what this key will do, and I think it will be injected or it will be imported after the sysprep is finished. Okay, so let's continue and see the remaining of the video. Okay, so now this is what image state. So it's already there. We have already Daniel has already give us this this script. It is already in the folder. So now we need to go and download the PowerShell 7. So here I try to ask the AI, but this will not give us any answer. So again, what we do, this is the age. Okay, we have seen this. So let's go now and download PowerShell 7. Okay, so we need to download PowerShell 7. Before that, I need to show you all something here. Just wait for a moment. Again, let me, sorry guys. So here, one thing I need to see something about the age here. So let me show you all something. Let's go further. Okay, so I don't need this. So here we can see something here. Here is the age that we had installed already, or we have saved the age here, and there is the script that will install age, and there is some master preferences. So what will happen exactly? This script will install age with some preferences set already. Let's see what are these preferences or master preferences. If you edit, we can see here, for example, that age will be installed, and for example, some options will be true or false, or for example, the home page will be Google. So this script will not only install age, but it will do certain options, or it will configure certain options during the silent installation of the age. So let's go and see, or let me show you all the folder. If you go there, and open the age. Okay, here you go, this is it, and the prerequisites and the tools and the capture, and then you go to the age. This is the master preferences. So this is the install script. It will install, this is the exe file or msr file that contains the software or Microsoft Edge browser, and then it will tell it to inject or do some master preference, or it will configure some master preferences. What are these master preferences? We can see from here, if we go there, that these master preferences are some, for example, this default home page, some settings to be disabled or enabled. Okay, so this is one thing, where one good thing, if you need to have your Edge browser with certain configurations or certain default configurations, or you need to tweak the default configurations for the Edge browser, this is the way to do it, through the script and through this file. So you can edit this file, add to it more options, exclude from it options, and when you silently install the Edge through the install script, it will configure this default configuration setting or custom configuration setting. So let me show you all, or I have also done some searching how we can do this. So I have searched the internet for how we can uh, get this file. Okay, so here this is the installation. Okay, I have shown you all this. Here is the master preference. So you can do some of these things. Okay, you can do a master preference of your own and uh, inject it during the installation of the Edge. Okay, so again we will rename it. Here I am trying to ask the AI, okay, for how to make a master preference or how to create a master or a Edge master preference. Okay, this is one thing. He will tell us or give us a way that we can create this file and uh, make it in, to inject this configuration during the installation of the Edge. Okay, so here you can create an initial preferences file for Microsoft Edge by downloading policy file from the Microsoft Edge Enterprise landing page. So we need to download this file. After extracting the files in the download, you can open the initial preference file in the examples folder. I will show you all how we can do this, and then you can customize and validate this file as per your requirements. Once you have customized this file, you can deploy preferences to users' computers. Okay, so there is a file we will download, and then we can tweak it, and then what we will do, we'll take this file, put it here with the installation file or installation script, and then rename it to master preferences. Okay, so let me show you all how we can do this. So this is one thing, you can configure initial configuration or do initial default configurations using this way, okay, through scripts. So let's see that. Okay, so here we can download the policy. This is it, you need to download the policy file. This is one you need to save. Okay, policy Edge. Okay, and then close, and then go, and this is the templates. You need to extract it, okay, to a folder. Okay, and then go to it, and this is also a zipped file. We need to extract it again, and then we go to examples. Okay, examples, the folder named examples. Okay, here you go, this is policy, and then after that go to example. Okay, there is a folder named examples, and this is the initial preferences. You can tweak this setting. These are the initial preferences or initial configuration of the Edge. You can tweak it and modify it, and then rename it to master preferences and put it in Daniel's folder. Okay, so this is one thing. if we open it, we will see that there is different setting. We can see there is a lot of things. You can tweak it, and then after that copy it and rename it to master preferences and put it with Daniel's folder. Okay, so this is one thing also we need to stress on, how you can deploy Microsoft Edge with your customized preferences. Okay, so now we can take copy from here and put it there. Okay, and then begin uh, deploying our Edge with our customized preferences. Okay, so this is one thing. So we can go after that and complete downloading of the other software like PowerShell 7. But let's wait and see. Here I'm asking again some AI tools, the same, but I think it was Bing AI give us a good example how we can do this. So this is a little bit more complicated, okay, but gives us also an answer. Okay, the master preferences, if you go further, he will give us some example and how we can edit this file. Okay, so this is also another answer. You can use it, gives you how you can make the preferences. So this is also another answer. So it's saying here that you need to, here we can see that gives us the master preference file is used to configure Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge browser setting for all users on a computer. To create an Edge master preference, follow the steps. This is more detailed and more simple than Bing AI. So this gives us an example. Open a text editor as Notepad or Sublime Text. Add the following JSON code to the text editor. So you give us some setting. Okay, we can modify this setting. Okay, and play with it. And at the end, he's saying customize the setting to your needs. You can add or remove settings as necessary. For example, you can change the homepage value to specify different homepage URL, or change the default search provider enabled value to enable or disable the default search provider. Then you can save the master preferences in the directory. Here he will tell you to put this master preference in the directory that contains the age. But in our example, Daniel has already made a script to import this master preferences or to put it in this location automatically. Okay, if the master preference file already exists in the directory, you can edit it instead of creating a new one. Make sure to save a backup of copy of the original file before making any changes. Launch Microsoft Edge and verify that setting has been applied. In summary, to create a master preference Edge file, you need to create a JSON file with the blah blah blah. Okay, and we can see here install. We can see here is the master preference. Okay, so this is one thing. This script will inject already this master preference to the location or to the folder, the location that contains the Microsoft Edge. Okay, so we can continue. Okay, we can ask Claude and other AI tools anyway, so the same, but it will not give us more details. We have already seen, or we have already take what we need. Okay, so I think we need to continue working with downloading the rest of the applications. So if we continue, let's go and see. We will stop and then record. Then we need to download the PowerShell 7. Okay, this is other thing. And then the last one to download the Visual Studio or Visual C++. Okay, so now we can see this is the PowerShell 7. Okay, now we need to download it. Okay, we need to go further down and then download the latest PowerShell version, and we need to download the 64-bit MSI file. So if we go down, okay, and see the assets, now we can download MSI file. Okay, and then save it, PowerShell 7, and then we can download it here. Now we have the PowerShell already installed or already downloaded, and now we need to download different Visual C++ files, and we need to know why we need to install Visual C++ from the start, and we need to make sure when we are downloading these Visual C++ files that they are downloaded in a certain name, because the script contains, or the installation script will contain files within certain names. Okay, so we will download. Here he needs to download Visual C++ 12, 2012, 2013, and a couple of things. We need to make sure that the files are downloaded and renamed to reflect this name, because they are downloaded with different name from the website. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so we need to install, or sorry, we need to download all of these. Okay, okay, and here you go. We need to download 2012, 2013, 2015 Visual C, and we can see these are the links. We need to download the 64-bit version of each one of them. So this is for 2015. We need to download all of them, and we need to make sure that the names are exactly the same as in the note prerequisites. Okay, so this is the thing we need to make sure that they are in the same name. Okay, so let's continue, or let's see. So you can see these are the links. And here we can see that, first of all, if you see the name here, we see that it is different. It is not, here we can, name is different than what is written here. Okay, so we need to make sure that they are in the same name. So we can see it is in different name. Okay, if you go copy and then go there, this is different, the name is different. Okay, so I need to do this for all of the files. So we can go there and continue, and let's go and see. Here I have asked the AI why we need to install Visual C++. He's saying that uh, why do we need? Okay, it says that didn't give also a good answer, but let me show you all what other AI tools said. Okay, but it is say it is important and so on, so, but he said it is required by many applications in Windows to use Visual C++. So they say that many applications are built on C++, or many Windows applications are built on C++, so it need to be installed on the Windows operating system so these applications can work perfectly. The same as .NET Frame, by the way, or .NET Core. Okay, so let's ask it again. So here, this is another question. Let me see how much time we have. So if you go there and see, it is 48 minutes. So I will stop, guys, at this. So I will stop at this step. So we have the latest, or the last thing to download is the V, or Visual Studio. So I will stop there, and we will continue in the upcoming video. Remember, this is minutes 1 hour 17, 44 minutes. We will continue working with this video in the fourth part. So hope this video is informative for you all, and thank you all for viewing. Thank you so much.